Holy crap! Guys, Halo Infinite finally revealed its campaign demo. For over 5 years, we've waited so impatiently for news, gameplay, anything. And yesterday, damn it, they brought us both. It's everything I hoped for. From new weapons, equipment returning, the addition of the grappling hook, and the introduction of a new banished leader. Oh my god, I am so happy I'm beyond speechless. The soundtrack throughout the demo was on point and echoes the monk theme from Halo Combat Evolve. The enemies are unique, with old and new foes coming together to fight the demon. But enough reminiscing. Let's see if we can't break down this amazing gameplay reveal. Now, given that this is a Covenant channel, I'll be only breaking down the banished elements from the gameplay demo, along with screenshots uploaded shortly afterwards. So without further ado guys, let's begin. So the demo opens up on May 28th, 2560, approximately 167 days after the UNSC lost Zeta Halo to the Banished, and it shows Chief and Brohammer getting shot down by multiple banished AA guns, the ones that were first shown as a Mega Block set a month ago. And let me say this, throughout the demo, these AA guns are by far the biggest anti-aircraft guns we've ever seen from a Halo game. Bigger than the Mantis, bigger than the Tyrant, and especially bigger than the AA race. Anyway, after getting shot down, and after an argument with Brohammer, we start off the game by traveling around and killing a group of grunts. But here we get a mix of the breathing apparatuses for the grunts throughout the games, one having the classic style breathing apparatus to the 343 era design. And personally, I love it. I love how they're mixing them up together. It really adds more diversity to the game. After killing off the grunts, we're introduced, sadly, to my only gripe with the demo, the Banished Phantom. Look, I liked its look from Halo Wars 2 because it fit well with the simplistic graphics from the game. But in here, it looks too blocky and it just doesn't work with this environment. Moving on, as we drive a Warthog to a Banished encampment, we face off against grunts, elites, and yes, jackals. But not just any jackals, the classic Rutian subspecies of jackals. I'm sure some of you guys are more than happy to see these guys return. And better yet, the elites in Halo Infinite sport a Halo 2 anniversary phenotype. That's just icing on the Halo cake right there. I know a majority of folks love the Halo 2 anniversary elites, and are not necessarily fans of the Halo 4 and 5 elites. So this is 343 showing that they listen to you guys, and I for one am so grateful. Before I continue, however, I find it odd that throughout the demo, most of the enemies we encounter aren't sporting the classic blood red design on their armor. That's the trademark colors of the Banished. Most of the brutes, for that matter, don't have them as well, aside from the brutes we'll see shortly. Perhaps these are mercenaries hired by the Banished for extra manpower, or more likely, this is meant to better tell the difference between each enemy class. I don't have any issue with it, I just find it a little odd. While mowing down the Banished troops and moving towards the AA gun, drop pods drop down, unleashing 2 Berserker brutes, and what seems to be a captain with a jump pact. These guys sporting the traditional Banished coloration. Yet, the captain's colors look too clean. The Banished are known to be rugged and dirty in terms of aesthetics. I don't know, perhaps this will be cleaned up in the final product, but for now, it just looks a little off to me. But on a side note, I love how the Banished drop pods flame up and explode after being dropped, instead of annoyingly sticking around like they have throughout the other Halo games. After taking care of the captain and the Berserkers, we pick up what seems to be called a Ravager, which seems to share a similar design pattern to the Brute Shot and the Spiker, but fires somewhat like an incendiary gun from Halo 5. I think it's cool, and I can't wait to try it out. After activating the lift, We see the sheer beauty of Zeta Halo, and seeing some parts of it destroyed in the distance. A nice reminder of how fucked up it got after we saw it at the E3 trailer. As we reach the top, we encounter more Banished, and we pick up what's called a Pulse Carbine, which seems to function the same way as a Storm Rifle, and given its design, which sports a more Covenant look, it's most likely manufactured by a St. Healy armory rather than a Banished forge. And we pick up a Mangler, which seems to be a successor to the Mauler from Halo 3. It fires almost exactly like a Mauler, but instead of reloading a clip, the Mangler uses rounds. Odd, but cool. As we continue up towards the AA gun, we encounter a Shade turret, but this new variation has energy shields. I'm guessing this is for extra protection for the gunner, but like most Covenant shielding, it can be taken out by a fusion coil or a plasma coil. After killing the gunner and using the turret, and the introduction of the new grappler, which looks amazing by the way, we take out the remaining Banished troops underneath the AA gun. And after deactivating it, we are delightfully introduced to the new leader of the Banished on Zeta Halo, and what seems to be the main antagonist of the game. When I first saw him, I initially thought this was Hyperius, the Banished brute that was introduced in a Mega Bloks toyline a few months ago. But thanks to the Saints of Halo Waypoint, we get confirmation that this brute is none other than Escharum, the brutal war chief of the Banished. And may I say, I absolutely love his look, from the Banished style tattoo on his head to the blades on his torso. This guy just looks like a complete badass. And oddly, this guy has the same tone as Stromidas, a character I created for some of my Banished videos that Late Night Gaming has the pleasure of voicing as. He's brutal, bloodthirsty, and ready to kill. I find it funny, and I love it. As Escharum closes off the demo, he seems to deem Master Chief a worthy challenge to fight against. But he drops some key words that have been plaguing my thoughts as of late. The Auditorium and the Harbinger. This auditorium sounds like a specific location, possibly located on Installation 07, or probably somewhere else entirely. Don't know what exactly it does, but it sounds like something that has great importance for the long run of this game. And this Harbinger sounds like an individual, or perhaps a new faction that's allied with the Banished. Maybe they're the name of the Covenant mercs we fight throughout the demo, aside from the brutes of course. Or maybe the Harbinger could be a Forerunner enemy. I don't know, but this sounds super intriguing to me. And guys, let's just listen to Escherum's speech as we close off the demo.
Without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight, a true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Well guys, that's my breakdown of the demo. Overall, I loved it. I noticed that a great many of you guys have complained about the graphics in this demo. Guys, this is a demo, as in not yet done. When have you guys ever seen a first look demo of something that's a final product? I am 100% that 343 is already working on this issue right now. And by the time it releases at the end of this year, it's probably gonna look fantastic as always. But what did you guys think? Did you loved it? Or do you think it has much to be desired? Leave a comment below and like this vid if you enjoyed what you saw. Until next time guys, may Aatrox's eyes be upon you.